So it's Friday morning, weekly weigh-in time. Been building towards this since last week. As I mentioned, it's been very frustrating with this plateau for a year. Um, Again, I can't say it enough. Never do I say I can't figure it out. I know what it's been. It's been inconsistency. It's been every time I get into the 240s, I start to relax. So I really, really dialed it up this week. Really made a push. I've essentially fasted 4 of the 7 days. One day I didn't plan to fast, but I only had one meal that day, which was Monday. But I did fast Saturday, essentially Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Yesterday I didn't even have a full meal, and I don't want people to worry about me trying to starve myself. I just feel like there's gonna have to be an extra hard push to kind of get out of this range. When I get my weight to where I want it to be, or when I start to get some momentum, well, when I get my weight to where I want it to be, I'm only planning on fasting once, maybe twice a week for 24 hours. My body's just well to it. The only thing I really can't do well is lift weights when I fast, but outside of that, I can run, I can do everything else. I don't feel like my body's adjusted to it. I've been doing it for a year now, so it's not a big deal. But I just feel like I really need to make a hard push to get out of this range, to get out of the 240. So I am going to do some things that are a little more extreme just because it's been, 10 months of this, and I'm gonna need to do something different to start getting that momentum going again. So I'm really gonna push. I don't make the mistake of just counting calories and eating junk. Like yesterday, I had a protein shake. I had my vitamins. I had bananas. I had sweet potato chips. Like I'm not eating junk at all. And most of my meals are coming from Trifecta. I take my vitamins every day. I drink a gallon of water every day. So the quality of my food is very, very high, all organic. I'm not eating junk and starving myself. Like the food that I am taking in is very high in nutritional content. So but I am gonna push a little more on the fasting. I'm gonna cut my eating because I've got to get my weight down. So really, really good week. Regardless of what this says, I really, really put in a hellacious effort this week. So let's see what the efforts of the results of my efforts have led to. So definitely nervous, definitely very nervous because I put in a lot of effort. Let's see where I'm at. Wow, so that is very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm up essentially 7/10 of a pound from last week. I was 247.9 last week. Body fat coming in at 29.2%. Um, Bone mass 14.4 pounds. Body water stable, so I'm not dehydrated. It's usually between 51 and 52%. Um, BMI 27.9, so still under 28, but I will say, that's a disappointing number just considering the efforts of the last week. I'm not discouraged. I'm not gonna get more extreme than what I've done this week, but I'm just gonna focus on consistency. But that is a disappointing number, and I won't even sugarcoat that. I think I had to weigh myself a few times this week because it was acting funny. I guess it wasn't too far off. I stepped on the scale with one foot, and I don't know. I just wanted, but you can see it's essentially exactly the same. Over the 7 days, my average weight is 251.9. Body fat average is 29.7. Let me go back to the 4 weeks so I can see. I do think, as I suspected last week, something unusual happened because you can see I was 251 on Thursday, and then I was 247.9. That didn't make any sense to me. And then the next day, I did have pizza and soda for dinner on Friday. So you can see the spike. Um, I lifted. No, I didn't do anything on Saturday. No junk food on Saturday. I did fast and only had one meal. I had steak, and I had a salad with steak for dinner, but I didn't work out. On Sunday, I lifted. On Monday, I ran. Um, this day was surprising because I only had one meal and I ran 7 miles on Monday and only had a protein shake for dinner. So I remember I told my wife I saw this weight, I looked at it, and I was really, really aggravated by it. Just considering, I ran 7 miles on Monday and I only had one meal, but I stuck with it. I did see my weight at 249 on Wednesday. So I was hoping to have come down more because my diet has been superb. I didn't even have a full meal yesterday, but my body is really holding on to weight. That's just that it's fighting me on this. As I expect, I finished the obesity code again last week, but that is essentially the story for the last week. So how am I feeling? Frustrated. Like I said, I've essentially fasted 4 of the last 7 days. I ran 7 miles Monday, I ran 7 miles Tuesday, I ran 3 miles Wednesday, and I ran 7 miles yesterday. Fasted 4 days, and my weight has come up. I don't feel crushed, but part of me is thinking that something unusual happened with the scale. Maybe the scale just gave me a false reading last week. I don't know, because I don't see how 251 after completing a 7 mile run I did a 10K, it was 6.2. Thursday evening, I went for a run and I weighed myself after the run and I was 251. And I didn't eat dinner. And then the next morning, I'm 247.9. So part of me is guessing that I was probably closer to 250, 251. I know I'll lose some weight while I'm sleeping. Your body is constantly burning energy. Those bodily processes are still running overnight. But 4 pounds overnight seems extreme, especially when I didn't eat dinner. So, part of me is thinking, and I said it, you can go back and check the video. I think that I said I think I'm probably close to 250, 251. I think the scale is being a little kind. But one thing I will say is I have not weighed in at under 250 in consecutive weeks, and I weighed in at under 249 in consecutive weeks. Something unusual happened last week. This trajectory makes a lot more sense. It was 249 2 days ago, and I'm 248 and change. So I'm going to keep making a push. I've essentially got 3 weeks left. Like I said, my actual goal is under 244. The stretch goal is under 240. Let's see how low I can get, but I want to get definitely, I have not been under 245 yet. And that's going to be a big milestone, and a huge milestone is going to be under 240. So like I said, I'm going to reiterate my goal from last week is to get into the 230s by November 1st. So let's keep working towards that. But as I said, first time weighing in under 250 in consecutive weeks. So let's take that as a positive. That's a notice that I need to jump on my 9 o'clock call. But great work this week. I'm only fasting 3 days. I'm not going to continue, but I am going to keep pushing to make sure that I get out of this range. So good work for the week, and I'll check in soon.